5 IEM I'm using a lot currently. Yes, that is the title, the very generic title to this video, but you guys get the concept. I'm going to talk about 5 IEMs that I use the most in recent times, so let's jump into it. Hey friends, team, welcome back to another video on Giz Audio, and I'm sorry if the wind is loud. It's getting pretty windy out here, and you know, the sun is setting, so let's get this video done. So what I have here are 5 IEMs that I use on a day-to-day basis, if not counting, of course, testing new IEMs, evaluating, comparing, all those things are out the window. These are IEMs I use on my own personal time, like the things I genuinely use. Of course, I own a lot of IEMs at this point. I can't possibly use all of them. So if you guys do not see your favorite in here that, you know, I talked about, maybe I liked in some videos and you don't see it on this one, doesn't mean that I don't like it. It just means that there's some that are just better and I just prefer the other ones over that one. Again, I can't use everything. There's too many. So this first set I'm going to show you guys is one that I use every single day without fail. I always grab these and I use them probably the most out of every IEM that I used. And these ones are the Sony IER, the M7s. Yeah, the M7s, and I don't use it for the same reason as a lot of you guys may think. A lot of you guys might think that I use it to listen to music, to enjoy the sound and just relax as an audiophile. No, I use these for work. These are my editing IEMs. I'm always on my computer editing a video or doing research or doing something on the computer, and these are my go-to because these are so comfortable and the sound signature is relaxing, is warm, is non-fatiguing in any way. I can wear these for hours. In fact, I've worn these for hours and hours and hours every single day. Like I said again, I use these the most out of every IEM in my collection because they're just my work IEM. I use them for work. They're warm, they're non-offensive, they're good levels of details in this one as well. That helps with my work a little bit, I guess. It really doesn't make too much difference. I can listen to like the cheapest IEM and still get my work done. But hey, given that these have good levels of details, non-offensive sound, it just helps, makes it, you know, relaxing to work. It doesn't really bug me or any way. And the comfort on these as well is not distracting, so I can just focus on my work. Really good IEM overall. I would say it can be boring if you're listening to music in general. It's flattish in terms of sound signature. It has a flat, warm-ish, neutral sound. It can be boring at times, but for work, it is perfection. All right, so this next set, don't hate me, but I use this set mainly for talking to my girlfriend. Yeah, we are long distance. She lives in Japan, I live here in the US. I will be moving to Japan hopefully sometime next year in like April, May, something like that. I'm hoping that the world opens up so I can actually go and visit her. But yes, I use these attached to a microphone cable and I talk to my girlfriend with this. So I use it every day. Yeah, every night. We talk for like an hour or two. So I use these a lot, but yeah, just don't hate me. These are the DA Audio, the Monarch. Yeah, the Monarch. A lot of people use these as like their in-game IEM. I'm so sorry. I use these to answer phone calls. And is there a particular reason for that? No, there's no particular reason for that. I could have used any IEMs on here if I wanted to. I could have used the Oracle, I could have used the Variation, I could have used the Starfield, the Aria. But you know, the Monarchs are just so good. Like they're really, really, really solid. They're definitely endgame level IEMs, but they're not endgame enough, I guess, for me to use it on a day-to-day basis. I mean, what I use on a day-to-day basis is coming up. There's actually 3 options that I use for listening to music, and those 3 options are just better than the Monarch. So that leaves the Monarch just sitting in my shelf, like doing nothing, collecting dust, I guess. Like it just sits there, it does nothing, but it's a fantastic IEM. So I thought to myself, I mean, if I'm not gonna use it to listen to music, I might as well use it like every day to talk to my girlfriend. So yeah, I attached this to this cable with the microphone. It actually goes, it actually kind of looks a little bit like stupid, but yeah, I wear it like so, plug this into my phone, and then I talk to my girlfriend and I look like this, you know? It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, you can attach any IEM to this thing as long as it's 2-pin. So yeah, that's why the Monarchs are here. I mean, they're really good. They're super solid. They're endgame, like all the praises, right? I love these. I just don't love them as much as my daily use, but I still wanted to get some use out of the Monarch since I have them. So here they are. They answer phone calls now. But yes, I love Monarch. Don't hate me, don't pitchfork me, stop. All right, so next 3 IEMs are the 3 that I would say are very interchangeable. I use these every day interchangeably to listen to music. Now these are my audiophile sets. I use these to enjoy music, enjoy this hobby for myself, not testing any IEM, not comparing any IEM. This is enjoyment time, the Timmy enjoyment zone. And these 3 IEMs are what I pick, you know, depending on the day, depending on my mood. So the first one here, let's just get this one out the window. I use these the most out of all 3. And this is of course, the Anoli VX. If you're a fan of this channel for any length of time, you guys know that these are absolutely my favorite set. And there's just something so addicting about these, and that is the details. Oh my God, have you not heard a level of details as good as this? You have not heard a song that is so unveiled. You hear absolutely every little nuance. Now, I know that's a big marketing term. A lot of IEMs, a lot of headphones have that slapped onto the box. It's like, oh, listen to what the producer wants you to hear. Listen to music the way it should sound, and all that junk, right? It's all marketing. But with these, you actually get it. You actually get the level of details you want out of every single advertised headphones or advertised IEMs that you ever come across on the market. The VX is just that. When it comes to sheer detail retrieval, these are just superb, and it's so addicting. I mean, whenever I listen to the VX and I jump back to other IEMs, I just can't do it. I want to take them off because I just miss the level of details that these have. They're just that fantastic. Now, in terms of tuning, they're also really good. Bass, strong, does not bleed whatsoever, but strong bass, good bass. Mid-range, really good, lots of energy. Treble, it's clean, it's sparkly, never harsh. It's just, If there was a perfect IEM for Timmy, this is the perfect IEM for Timmy. Now, the VX is my go-to daily, just versatile, whatever I'm in the mood for type of IEM. Whatever songs I listen to is gonna go super well on the VX, and to an extent, the other 2 as well. But if I want more fun, if I feel like I want just more bass, I want the extra punch, I want to feel extra energized and pumped, what do I grab for? Now, Sony IAR C1R. Now these, if you guys have been in the community for a while, you guys know that these have a reputation for being the best bass IEM on the market, and it stands super true. The bass on these are just, man, can I say delicious? They're delicious. They're delicious bass. Like, they're strong and it's so natural feeling. The sub bass is like rumbly and but it's never blowed, it's never muddy, it doesn't bleed, it's just bass. And it's one of the most detailed and well-textured bass you'll ever find in an IEM. When it comes to bass, these are just amazing. Now, when it comes to other parts of the sound, the mid-range is not really too sacrificed. It's a little bit thin at times at the top, so male vocals especially is not gonna come across as full as on the VX or on the other IEMs that I mentioned in today's video, but it's not bad in any way at all. It's just slightly bit thin. Now, the treble area in this, man, you think the bass was good. You think the bass was already good, but the treble on these, there's, wow, just wow. That's all you need to hear from me. It's the best. All right, next IEM and the last IEM. This one is actually the newest one in my collection, and it's now made it into my rotation because I like it a lot. I just really like it. The level of details that these have is fantastic. It also has a lot of energy in the vocals and the upper mid-range treble area in general. And the soundstage on these feels very open and wide. The bass is the only thing I have an issue with, because although there's a lot of bass, there's no dynamic driver, so you don't feel as strong of a hit as you would with a dynamic driver. But that aside, the rest of the IEM is just fantastic. Now, this set is called the Fearless X Crinical. Dawn. Yeah, this is not the Dust, this is the Dawn. Now, a lot of people have not had a chance to try the Dawn, and that's because you kind of just have to buy it. I don't think there's a store where you can actually try this out. I might be wrong, there might be a store in Singapore. I forgot, I remember asking Krim, but I totally forgot. But yes, these are actually really good. And that comes to no surprise, of course, because the guy who tuned it is Krim. Of course, he tuned Dust. And Dawn is just, you know, the first version of Dust, if you will. Now, this on its own is an endgame flagship IEM. It is fantastic. Again, level of details, the treble, the mid-range energy, and the soundstage is really good. Imaging as well is fantastic. And I would have to say, soundstage and imaging on the C1R and the VX are also fantastic, bar none. Amazing. These, no difference. Now, I grabbed these on days where I really don't feel like I want a lot of bass, you know? On the days I feel like I want to listen purely to like maybe the vocals or the mid-range, I want that to be more front and center. I want more energy, more sparkle, and a little less of that kind of darkish, kind of bassy or the warm end, then I would go with these. So yeah, that's it. That's Fearless X Critical Dawn. That's what I use it for. There's not much else to say. I would say all three of these sets, the C1R, the VX, and the Dawn, these three are like my trifecta. I have the versatile VX, which I love so much, my favorite. That's like my daily beater. And if I want more fun, more bass, just the most fun possible IEM, then I would go for the C1R. And the last one, if I want just emotional vocals, I want that intimacy with the singers, I want to put tears down my cheeks, then I would go with the Dawn. Because yeah, this is just the most intimate IEM out of all of them. So yeah, those are my three trifecta. Those are the IEMs I use for audiophile experience, what I use to listen to my music. And the other two sets, of course, I use for more practical reasons. But yes, let me know down in the comments below what IEMs you use right now currently. Leave that all down there. I want to know what you guys are using. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you have not done so yet. Join our community, Facebook. We have a Facebook group. There's a link below to that. I also have an IEM ranking list. You can check that out down below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.